Hi everyone and welcome to NNTV. I'm Annie Sylvester. Hope you're enjoying the gorgeous weather. It's not going to stick around though. Unfortunately, your full weather details up a little later. Let's take a look now at some of the stories we're covering in the Niagara region. First, we're going to start things off with a story about people coming together for a great cause. In this case, multiple sclerosis. MS is a chronic, typically progressive disease involving damage to the sheaths of nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord, and the symptoms can include numbness, impairment of speech, lack of muscular coordination, blurred vision, and fatigue. NNTV's Mike Morgan headed down to the Marcel Dion and Lizzie McFly fundraising event, which aimed to help raise money for this devastating disease.
One way or another, people who attended Marcel Dion and Lizzie McFly's fundraising event on April 13th were riding high by the end of the night. Guests enjoyed delicious food, endless sports memorabilia, and even a fiddle player.
Tonight we're with Marcel Dion again this year at his store, 4424 Montrose Road, and we're teaming up to raise money to end MS for the Walk for MS, which is on Sunday. Tonight we're just hoping people come on down and donate. Anyone who donates tonight will be put in a draw for one of 3 flights with me over Niagara because I'm a pilot and plane owner. And we also have some other Marcel Dion merchandise that we'll be sending out. Well, I was diagnosed with MS in 2005. I think I've had it since I was 8 years old. So every day I'm going through, fatigue and pains and aches and everything. So I really want to put an end to it because I'm getting a little tired of it. And I think most people are. So we definitely need to raise money to find a cure for MS. But I got to stay positive, keep going. MS isn't a death sentence. You got to keep going with it and keep positive, keep doing things. People can check out my website at www.lizziemcfly.com and you can sponsor me for the walk. Check out my blog. I do every few days. It's a lot of fun.
Well, it's through a friend of mine, a very good friend, Chuck Pete, approached me last year and to discuss about the possibility to have an event here. And make a long story short, his girlfriend was suffering from MS, and it was a very successful event. We had refreshment, good food, and for me it's always nice to meet different people, and it's the kindness that's usually brought among the people that makes an event successful. I never look at how many. It's sometimes very few accomplish a lot more than a lot of people. MS can affect just about anybody. Sooner or later, you meet somebody that has it. It could be a member of your family, friends, and so on. So it has no boundaries. And I think that the thing is that it's to be aware that maybe down the road there is a cure. That's why you raise money. It's about getting people together, make them aware that there's a better, brighter future down the road for people that have MS.
For more information on MS, the MS Walk, and how you can help, log on to mssociety.ca. In Niagara Falls, I'm Mike Morgan, reporting for NNTV.
About 50 people protested in Burlington today against Progressive Conservative leader Tim Hudak's proposal to build a mid-peninsula highway. A citizens group staged the rally outside a hotel where Hudak was attending an event. The group opposes paving over fertile farmlands and has concerns about air quality and urban sprawl. The Liberals have shelved the idea of a QEW alternative from Fort Erie to Burlington until at least 2030, but Hudak has vowed to revive the highway plan if he becomes premier after the election. Well, the spring weather puts a lot of people in the mood for new things, and it's a great time to consider adopting a new furry friend. NNTV Chantal Varco popped by the Lincoln County Humane Society to find out more about animals that are looking for a loving new home.
Several animals are in need of a loving home here at the Lincoln County Humane Society, and with the warm weather here, what better time to bring home your new best friend? A variety of animals from dogs and cats to rabbits, birds, and even mice are available for adoption. Some animals have been waiting to be a part of a family for months. Executive Director of the LCHS, Kevin Struband, says the cost to adopt is nothing when compared to the amount of happiness an animal will bring you.
Cats are $195 or $225 for a kitten, and with that you get the cat spayed or neutered, rabies shots, microchipped, and 30 days of pet insurance included. And the animal has to be sterilized first, so they have to go to the vet and then come back. So it takes about 2 days to do the whole process. We just want people to be sure that they're doing the right thing when they do adopt, that it's not something that's just a seasonal thing, because it's a long time commitment getting an animal.
As for dogs, they must be viewed in separate viewing rooms and must pay a visit to the potential home with a Humane Society worker in order to ensure the environment is suitable for the breed and size of dog. The fee to adopt a puppy is $340, while the cost to adopt a mature dog is $295. Be sure to check out the adoption pages at lchs.ca to view some of the adorable animals up for adoption, or visit the shelter located at 160 4th Avenue. Reporting for NNTV in St. Catharines, I'm Chantel Varco.
Well, if you live in the Niagara region, you're probably familiar with the charity Project SHARE. Project SHARE is an acronym for Support, Housing, Awareness, Resources, and Emergency. Created in '91, Project SHARE was developed as a nonprofit charitable organization in response to an increased demand for emergency services. One of their latest fundraisers is called Women Who Care for Project SHARE. It puts 12 women in a tent for 5 days. NNTV's Janelle Steeper has more on that.
Instead of 10 men in a tent, this year it'll be the women who will be showing their care for Project SHARE. It was the official kickoff to their fundraising efforts, and lots of the community showed up to Carpaccio's in Niagara Falls to show their support. An evening out to enjoy some food, entertainment, and a chance to get to know the 12 women who will be spending 5 days in a tent at Oaks Park. Cora Laurie, one of the 12 women participating, is really looking forward to the experience.
I think it's just the community awareness and everybody that we have a great group of women. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better 12 group of women than we have, and I think it's just going to be a great experience.
The women start their camp out on May 27th, and they're prepared for all types of weather.
One thing I really am not looking forward to, and I have already warned all the girls, is I can guarantee you that one of the nights that we're going to be out there will rain, and I'm not looking forward to that.
The whole idea behind the event is to raise needs support that will be used to help local residents that fall below the poverty line with basic living needs. Throughout their entire stay, activities will be taking place, and the community is invited out to take part in everything that they have planned.
You can come in the morning and do yoga with us. That's going to be fun. We have, for the ladies, there's going to be a tug of war between the firefighters and the police department. We have a movie night where we're going to feature Mamma Mia, the movie. We have a Children's Awareness Day.
We really hope that everyone comes out to the many events that we've planned, enjoy some of the events as a return on investment for what you're giving to the community.
The women have set their goal high this year, hoping to raise $350,000. They're determined that with the help of the community, they can reach that goal. For NNTV in Niagara Falls, I'm Janelle Steeper.
And that concludes our look at the news around Niagara. Please stay with us. Rick Hodge has your sports commentary, weather, entertainment, and more news still coming up.
While it looks like we will be getting a little bit more than April showers tomorrow, it's shaping up to be more like an April downpour. Umbrellas will be out in full force to start the weekend, but they will have to battle some fierce winds associated with this system. Luckily, we will only have to deal with this miserable soaking for one day, as the latter half of the weekend is looking a little more favorable. Taking a look at the outlook across the country tomorrow, Vancouver will be getting rain and a high of 9 degrees. Edmonton will be a little bit hazy and will be very cold, only getting to the freezing mark for a high and then dropping to -6 overnight. Regina will have mainly cloudy skies and a high of 3 before falling to -7. Winnipeg will be cloud covered with a high of 4. Toronto will be dealing with this messy system of rain and a high of 7. And St. John's will get the high pressure in their favor that we enjoyed today, making for sunny skies but still very cold at 0 degrees. On the regional radar and satellite from the past 12 hours, you can see we've enjoyed the calm before the storm with clear skies throughout the day, and then slowly the clouds have started to increase throughout the evening in front of the low pressure system moving in. High winds will start to kick up tonight, and the rain will arrive towards the morning hours. Temperatures will also be quite chilly, with many places only achieving highs in the single digits. They will range from 7 to 10 degrees. Taking a look at our struggle to moderate over the next 72 hours, we will drop to 3 tonight before rising to around 9 tomorrow. Then push back to 2 degrees Saturday night, and we will only rise to around 9 on Sunday before having a very cold night at -1. If you're heading over the border for work or leisure, your windshield wipers will have a busy day ahead of them as rain will be fairly consistent all day. We may get a couple of brief breaks, but it will definitely be more on than off. High pressure that was centered over Quebec gave us the pleasant afternoon today, and that will be shifting up into Atlantic Canada. In exchange, we're getting a low pressure system that is looking pretty juicy. Moisture will arrive from the west and the rain will start to break out towards dawn. This strong system will soak us with rain and bring strong winds. Be careful, as the worst case scenario is that we could see locally damaging winds. Then tomorrow night will be mostly cloudy and windy with the rain tapering off. As for the latter half of the weekend, it is definitely shaping up to be the better half between the two. It will be mostly cloudy and windy with a shower in places, but we may be able to see a glimpse of the sunshine. On this day in weather history in 1949, a hailstone that measured 12 centimeters by 14 centimeters and weighing 1.8 kilograms was measured at Troy, New York. That's all for your weather updates. I'm Chrissy Van.